Oh, seems kind here. Also, their vacation's almost over. Fine. I hate Anchor Deep so much. I don't know why either. It's not really fair. You know? Because it's not this game's fault that The Legend of Zelda fucking scarred me as a child. But for some reason, ever since then, there's... At this point, if I were to make a video game, y'all, I would make one with an intentionally easy water temple. Like the water temples, you walk in, you follow the path, you kill some bad guys, and you're done. No puzzles, no backtracking, just one straight gun it. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm talking to now, because it's like, if you're from the elder millennial generation, Gen X, or God forbid a boomer, yeah, you will know what I'm talking about with the Legend of Zelda Water Temple. But for any of you younger kids, I don't really know a good comparison to something that's... Because when I talk about the Legend of Zelda Water Temple, y'all, I'm saying this game... Okay, my mic's in the right place. This game scarred children, not because of how horrifying it was, not because of the unbelievably next to themselves graphics. No. This game scarred people because of how difficult the one level in particular was, and the rest of them were fairly easy. Like the grass temple and, well, in Majora's Mask, admittedly, the dead area, the area with the desert and the ladies and the ghosts. I needed a guide for that part. I could never get through that one on my own. Okay, Sozu's story ain't gonna expire. We need to go ahead and find Artray and Anchor Deep. And I guess we'll go ahead and do our dungeon. Wait a minute. I guess we'll go ahead and do our dungeon run now then. But before we do that... Okay, we've got... Shifu, please get out of my cup. I heard it shift some. Alright, everybody's set to go. We have no burials need to be done. We can do a ritual, so let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. I don't know if we have any bones to do an actual ritual, though. We have 39 bones. No, we could do a lot of different things with 39 bones. Nothing that is immediately available, but... Let's do the weird fish ritual. Since we're heading to Anchor Deep, maybe it'll cause some neat things to pop up. Such a weird ritual. Okay. And we've got the healing fleece on, right? Yep. Okay, sermon. But yeah, y'all, that was my side point there. The hot take is, I was watching two of the 30 Saros videos on the walk home. But the hot take is his take on anime and lolly. As anime has taken off, and he agrees with me for the record on the whole, y'all, I think we should just get rid of lolly. I hear you, it's a cultural thing in Japan. I don't care. It's bait. As Sarah has pointed out quite accurately, it's just bait. I mean, y'all, I love Elfen Lied as a storyline, as the whole girl that was turned into a weapon and then becomes shockingly innocent, comes back to being a weapon to protect her friends and family. I love that. I can't watch that show because of one particular episode. Oh, a couple particular episodes. But I mean, I watched it once and it was a good anime. But I don't know, y'all. Here's the thing. For most normies, and I'm by no means a normie, but for most normies, the reason I can't get people into anime, dudes, is because, like, why does every lady character that's not a main character have to sound like she's fucking, like, at all times? That sort of thing. Why? That's it. I don't know, y'all. I'm not trying to at nobody, and if your favorite show... Oh, no, it's my baby. Baby. I'm immortal. Whoop. Also, I wonder if I can bring you back... Oh, you bleed poison. Yeah, that's the... I'm sorry, this one is... I'm sorry, that was my hot take on Lully. I just was not about to do that with a walk-in live audience, because... Y'all, when I do my live streams, I'm not trying to bait nobody. I'm not trying to fucking rage bait or otherwise. I'm literally trying to get, like, a message across. Now, maybe that message isn't well received. Maybe it's a little bit too dramatic at times. I don't know. I'm still learning all this stuff, y'all. I just know that I work a lot of hours. And not only on this. Honestly, if y'all paid me whatever, if my buy me a coffee blew up, I could probably take a couple days off work and actually put some time into some real long-form videos. Also, I know, I need to get my shorts out there. I've got the jacket shorts and I've got the rock shorts. I just, looking at the pictures, I can't decide if I'm going to make one big short or if I'm going to make two little ones. It's hard to say because when it comes to the rock carving, y'all, there's some that just... Look, when it comes to wood carving, every time I take a picture, because every time I break a sanding belt, I go ahead and I take a picture of where my carving is at the time. But with stone, it's so much more difficult because, one, I don't always break my bits. For the record, if I do the job right with the stones, I usually only go through like one bit after 2 to 3 stones. So it's hard to do. Also, as you'll notice in some of the pictures of them, unless it's just my eyes are getting old and I can't see it, whenever I do my stone sanding, I look at the pictures that I've taken and I can't, like, from picture 1 to picture 2 to picture 3, I can't really tell a difference other than angles. Picture 4, you actually can see the pattern if you look at it real close, but it isn't until it gets to the end that it, like, pops. So I'm like, I want to do those pictures, and the whole reason I do it with the wood when I do the woodworking is because y'all can see it go from a stick to a weird shaped stick to an owl. But with the stone, I'm still playing with it. I'll figure it out. Truth be told, the stones might just end up being my little fun hobby. Because here's the other thing, y'all, and this is what I would love to see some people out there doing. I do it with some of my artwork, but for the most part, I like to show my artwork off online. I'm not trying to get rich off of the monetization of that because, well, I know I'm not. Also, y'all, maybe I'm just not that good at this YouTube thing. I don't know. It's nothing against, like, nobody owes me time, nobody owes me subscribes, all that. I'm just talking here, you know? But it's like, I keep hearing people talk about how, oh, I've got 1 million viewers, I've got 1 million subscribers. And I'm like, when Saros was, well, my videos don't do that good, I only get like 100 views per video. Dude, that's fucking good. From my perspective, that's real fucking good. So my shorts get a lot of views because people doom scroll. And I don't think my shorts doing good is really a testament to how good my shorts are, because it's short form content. I mostly use those to get y'all's attention for the long form content. Also, it's... Aww. Oh, he reached old age, that's fine. I thought my little dude had died. But mostly I do these little things just to, when it comes to video games, to record what I've played and what I've done. Because, you know, sometimes I like to go back and rewatch some of these of the old game footage. But I mean, like I said, y'all, I think this country's got a real problem. And the problem is that we've become so obsessed with money that we've lost the plot. It's, I don't get me wrong, y'all, money's nice and it's also very necessary here in America. If you don't have money, you will die. But, nice to get the brief touch of invisibility, or invincibility, but at the same time, y'all, when I say I do my job, that's just it. I'm becoming more and more and more detached from my job at the restaurant. But it's mostly because, one, the job doesn't really make me or net me enough money to live. Like, at all. Like, if I could tell you the number of times people have told me, well, why don't you get a car? Because I can't afford one. Well, I mean, you've been working here for 5 years. You could go get a loan. I could get a loan, yes, I could. You currently don't pay me enough to take care of my standing loans. Why would I go get a big loan to get something like a vehicle so that I can... Nah, I don't see the need. I'm exhausted every day I complete my 8-mile circular trek from the house to the job. But you know what I'm not? In debt. Well, in much debt. I think we're gonna get to fight the big boss this time. Had I known that, I would have brought the other archbishops with me. Oh, but, like I said, when it comes to the hobbies, y'all, it's mostly just, we gotta embrace our art. I mean, let me be clear, I don't think we're gonna hit a World War III. I hope we don't. Mostly I don't think we're gonna get there just because unless somebody starts dropping the nukes, y'all, we're a very... Most of the rest of the world remembers what the wars were like. And they're not big on starting news. That being said, Americans are stupid and we're happy to go to war possibly. Because again, we're stupid and we think that it's going to be a big, like, boon to the economy. Not realizing that in the modern age, it's not. I mean, y'all, there's no benefit to war anymore. There isn't. Back in the old, terrible days, maybe there was. It was a great way to reduce your population in size by a large number, and it was a good way to really kick ingenuity in the pants. Because surprisingly, not dying is a great incentive. But that being said, it's... Like, for the record, I want the genocide in the Middle East to stop, but I still wouldn't... I wouldn't sign off on attacking Israel right yet. That being said, yeah, I would make me king of the United States, and yeah, I would just straight up, Netanyahu, you get no more money from us, period. You're gonna do your genocide, you're doing it without U.S. bombs. And then I would build the flotilla and send so many supplies to Gaza. I would have our troops on the ground in Gaza, but not killing or clearing. I would have them on the ground specifically just to keep the IDF out. And if the IDF tried to cross, well, then we would have a big problem. And if they didn't take no for an answer, well, then we'd have a whole bunch of dead IDF soldiers. Because at the end of the day, America dwarfs Israel. And I keep hearing this bullshit about they're our biggest ally. But then I remember that Navy ship. Do y'all remember the Navy ship that Israel blew up because they witnessed them genociding a bunch of... At the time, it wasn't Palestinians, it was somebody else. But, well, it wasn't Gazans, it was still Palestinians. But still, it's... I remember the battle. Hell, David, I can't remember his last name, sang an entire song about it. Because basically, this Navy ship didn't even, like... Y'all, it's the U.S. military. They could have just lied and said they didn't see anything. But Israel didn't even give them a chance. They just, oh, that Navy ship saw. So they bombed the Navy ship and blamed the Palestinians for it. Said, oh no, that was the Palestinians bombed that ship. And the U.S. government, being as we are, just accepted, yep, that's what happened. And it wasn't until years later that we knew the real facts of the matter, citizen-wise. I don't know. Maybe give the military some benefit of the doubt. I just have trouble doing that because, you know, it's the fucking military. That was something. We're gonna use that for the main boss. But yeah, I mean, there's just 1,000 different things I would do if I was the leader of this free world, as we call it. For starters, and that's why I'm never going to get into it or never get to any position, y'all, I do think it might be just the fact that I'm a little bit of an asshole, and mostly the fact that I'm an anarchist and proud. I never get the managerial position, though. I don't really get the chance to climb any ladders. But it's because I have principles, and I stand on them. And most people, at least in our America, despise it when people have principles and stand on them. It makes them nervous. It makes them not understand how to take you. Even though most of the ones that know me know exactly how to take me. I'm brutally honest. Sometimes to the meanest extent, but it's because I was raised and abused in a household that I wouldn't get punished if I was honest. But if I lied, or if the teacher said I lied, well then I was punished. Alright, let's heal last to the next room. We'll save the friend. Crocodile's brother, sister, whatever. Brother. Again, why would I trade my cool ghost army for a fucking spitball? Got him free. Hello, hello, dear viewer. I hope you're having a good day. Mine has been exhausting, but I made it through. Another one starts tomorrow at midnight. Today at midnight. I don't know how to judge the midnight hour, but by 1 a.m. I'll be on the road. And possibly tomorrow at some point, depending on once I've secured my ride for sure or not. If I don't have a ride, I'll be walking the 4 miles in. If I do, oh, well, it was nice having you here. If I secure a ride, I'll have a ride. It'll take 15 minutes for me to get to work. It's 4 miles up the road. If I don't have a ride, it'll take about 2 hours, give or take, about 2 hours, 30 minutes in the morning time, because I have to make frequent stops in order to let traffic pass. But, like I said, I'll probably get y'all a stream tomorrow. Definitely get one in the morning if I got the guaranteed ride. And I don't know, I feel like I might annoy Sergio with him giving me rides in the morning. I don't want to be a burden, but at the same time, that's 4 miles, and I'm always overworking myself. That's it. I don't know, y'all. I'm just a man doing his best. And not always making the right decisions, but always doing my best to make the right decisions. And I said my biggest thing for y'all is, I mean, it's why I push and constantly do it. Be the change you want to see in the world. Be the bigger, better person. Anywhere and everywhere you can be. I won't lie, it is very boring and very exhausting and at times very saddening and lonely to constantly try to be the better person. I mean, hell, look at the way our workplace does where I'm at. I constantly go above and beyond. I am a prep person. I also do the cooking. I also do the maintenance. I also do the major cleaning, like scrubbing the stoves out. And I constantly stay busy. I never take breaks, and despite the high personality I put on here and do all that stuff, I'm typically, fairly quiet. I'll argue when that time comes to argue, but I'm fairly quiet, especially now that I got no one really to talk to. And that's depressing, but hell, it's life. I have standards, and I can't deal with a bully who would try to utilize... Oh, it's not Plimbo. Who are you? The fisherman! What's up? I'm very curious as to why the fisherman's out here, though. I don't know. But yeah, what I was going with that one is, I overwork myself constantly, and yet I don't get to be a shift lead. The person who's going to be a shift lead is a man who calls in every other payday or every payday, who recently just started to get good about not doing that, and basically he kisses the boss's ass. And by that I mean literally glazes her up. And it just, also his sister is like not only the boss's favorite, but one of my favorite employees. Just because she always manages to stay excited and happy on the job, even though it is one of the shittier jobs I've had. Though admittedly it's mostly shitty because of the workload and the fact that, well, we have a lunchtime lull, y'all. We stay busy from opening to close, but then we get like a lull. That's all bad. Why not? Oh no, that's more artifacts. We're gonna keep our current freezing time artifact. There we go. Here we go. Ooh, culture. But yeah, now Alan's in training to be the new manager, and at least we got to have our avoid conflict talk before now. Well, not before now, but you know what I mean. Before we... Oh, my immortality didn't last. Ugh. Buddy. I don't want to hurt you, friend, and I remember you now. Hell yeah. You're okay. You are so cute looking. You're okay. Let's get you back home. You collect the bones of your followers in order to, you know, do rituals and such. Kinda feels like all these bones should be coming to me, though. Ooh, 3 god tiers. Hell yeah. My walking talks are always more popular than my gaming streams. I don't know what I need to do different, y'all. If anyone watching the future has advice for me, I'll happily take it. I mean, is it just Cult of the Lamb's been out so long, people don't care no more? I mean, admittedly, I saw when it came out, I just didn't know what the fuck it was until recently. And now that I finally can play it, I've been enjoying the hell out of it. It's a very fun game, y'all. I kind of want to get the comic book now. Having witnessed such greatness and in sharing this truth, the gospel of the Lamb is born. Big old sweet shaggy girl. Yeah, you Alice. You're a good big old shaggy girl, and I love you. I love you, baby girl. You're a good baby girl. Don't knock over my drink now. Hey, Yazoo, you don't knock over the drink, okay? Everybody's starving a little bit. Just a little bit of starvation amongst friends. Hey, girl. She's a good girl. She looks so cute. She's a cute baby girl, she is. I have the neediest Great Pyrenees in the world here, y'all. She is so sweet. And so cuddly. And her black lab status just kind of nerves her. She's a hybrid. She's also a rescue. She was adopted by a dear friend of mine who cared very much about her, but unfortunately did not realize that she was to become quite so large as she is. And she's very hyperactive and very good, but I wish I could get her to walk on a lead better, honestly. That's the only regret I have, is that she really... And I've tried a lot of different things, y'all. I need to, when I get paid again, stop by the Dollar General in town and get her a collar. But... get her and Benjamin a collar, to be honest. But... Ben's been using my belt as a collar for the most part for a few days, so I think his is behind the couch. Oh, you've got negative traits. You're slothful and you're hot-tempered. Huh. That's interesting. We'll keep you as is, though. Big old black lab, Pyrenees baby girl. She's a sweet girl. She just acts dumb sometimes. And piece de resistance. Only one left. Oh, I can't change his form. That's fine. Let's give him some fancy robes. Alright. And let's customize him. Yellow kind of goes good. Blues, no. Green's in. I love purple, but not for you, my friend. White kind of slaps. You kind of fuck with white. So it's either white or yellow, and I have no chat to help me decide. It's too bad green doesn't do it. You know what? white kind of matches his little non-existent ears, so let's go with yellow. And I do not currently have any good immortality charms, so we'll just make you move faster. That way you can go faster. Very zealous, and he's cynical. That'll work. Go play now, girl. I'm so good at it. Okay, Weber's sick, but why was Squishy sick the moment we got him? We also have 59 minutes until I absolutely have to try to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed yet though. And I still gotta try to get dinner. Yeah, y'all, spoiler alert. Sadly, I did not eat before I got on stream. I literally just got in, and after crashing out from the heat for a little bit, scooped the litter box, fixed it up, dumped the trash, and then just stared for a minute. And then I got back, then I got on here because I wanted to give y'all at least some kind of stream for a little bit, you know? Oh, Sparkles is almost ready to level up. Let's go with Leafy. I like Leafy. And then we need to talk to the friendly squid. Lamb, I recall as I sat here a place in the unknowable fathoms of Anchor Deep. I sunk it there, my handsome ear, unfairly taken by Narender. Fetch it, won't you? I mean, I can. I should. Wouldn't hurt nothing. But let's get everyone fed and we'll save that quest for either in the morning or tomorrow afternoon. More than likely, tomorrow afternoon is tomorrow morning. I plan on uploading the fuck out of some shorts. Well, I've got a lot of them saved up on here, y'all. They're like pictures from making the jacket. Though I didn't make the jacket from scratch. Pictures from... one second. I got pictures from making the jacket. I got pictures of the pets. I got pictures of me with the pets. I got eventually colored pictures to put on. Colored pictures, Jesus Christ. Coloring book pages to put on here from the mushroom book David got me. I've got... eventually I'll do a Shang-Tzu's Art of War. I've got that coloring book. I just... when I do that one, I would like to be able to, like, read the book to y'all. Well, not read it, but you know what I mean? Read the bullet points, do the thing. I gotta let him eat at least one of his little mushroom followers. Then I'll get more. Alrighty, y'all. Sorry about the series of short streams, y'all. Mostly it's because I've been very much burnt out at work. And like I said, if I'm gonna tell you something negative like all the lolly that ruins anime, I'd like to give you a positive call to action to be like, hey, let's cut that shit out. And also, just pointing out here, just probably a good idea, instead of, you know, defending it as a part of the culture, let's just move right on from it and call it what it is, which is creepy pseudo-pedophilia. Because again, don't get me wrong, if you want to watch some High School of the Dead, I think that's what the show was called when I was younger, it was a stupid but fan service and cool funny show. It never got a proper ending, I think, because the creator died or something like that. But I mean... ooh, I can bring the baby back and have him in my cult. That's pretty cool. even if he does have a freaky head. But I don't know how to stop that, because it is like anime come out of Japan, he's shell shocked. Anime come out of Japan. Japan has a problem with lolly as well, I'll admit it. But I don't know, y'all. It just feels gross, and it feels like something we shouldn't allow. And maybe we can't stop it, but at the very least, you know, let's not uphold it like it's something good. Because, like, Tales of the Abyss, I've wanted to watch that anime so badly. It seems so fucking cool. But then I hear that there's a little robot boy, and he loves to show his penis to the screen. And I'm just, ew. And then there's a little girl, a little kid girl on there that runs around naked a lot of the time. And I'm just like, ew. Why? And I get the slice of life concept, the little robot boys all, look, I have a penis, isn't it amazing? Wow! And I'm just like, I just don't get it. I understand who this is for. My question is, why are we making it for them? I did not mean to tell you to go drink, little buddy. I was trying to give you a gift, which I thought I had actual gifts, but give you a flower necklace. That's cute. Why does all of my little kids never have a place to stay? The only reason I didn't lock them in the daycare was because I thought that was what got the first one to not want to stick around. Nah. We'll figure out the cult parenting thing, y'all. Not what I meant to do. I need to talk to the little crocodile. I do think we're getting better at this cult leader thing. Okay, now we need to, at least these missions are, like, not gonna expire. We need to find a mushroom and a Nora, and for that we'll probably, you know, we're gonna let him eat one follower, because we have to let him eat one follower, but after that we're gonna stop him. And I am curious about the red fox, because now having red, sorry y'all, I'm not trying, but I keep finding random bits of spoilers for this game. And spoiler alert, the red fox that I fed the poop cult member to, yeah, he's gonna keep coming back until I eventually give up Rata to him. And I'm not gonna give up Rata. Rata was my first follower, and even the lamb cries when we do that. So no, I'm just not. Y'all, how long has Skyrim been out? How long has the joke been about Skyrim that we're never gonna get an Elder Scrolls 6? In the entire time that I've had Skyrim, I haven't once killed Parthenax. Oh, I take that back. I killed him once, and I didn't keep that game because I just couldn't. Well, because, y'all, as much as I may like the Blades and think their armor is cool and I like their base, the Blades are doing a genocide, y'all. They're trying to kill all dragons. And that is a genocide if it's an intelligent species, intelligent enough to know what you're doing. And the dragons of Skyrim do have a culture, and they do have a, like... And I get it, dragons in Skyrim are assholes. But I think Parthenax and Donnavir and a couple of the other ones, well, they're basically redeemable, aren't they? The one red dragon that gives you a free ride up to... Well, free ride. That you capture and he gives you a ride to Alduin's area. There's that guy. That guy's pretty neat. He's pretty chill. There's Dunver, There's Dunver down below. You meet him in the vampire quest line. And you get the ability to summon him to Skyrim. Pretty cool. But there's Dunver. And then there's Alduin. And not Alduin, Parthenax. And I'm not going to kill Parthenax. He's same as Rata. He's one of the best friends you've got. And yeah, if my friends IRL do some fucky shit, I might not deal with them much anymore on the kindness side. Well, not kindness, but I try to be respectful to everybody. For the most part. That the only ones that I break that rule with are like people that have proven to me that they're bullies. Or people that are, you know, well, I guess Nazis and bullies are basically two sides of the same coin. Oh, my little possum friend, what you need? Okay, I can do that, sure, why the fuck not? We got crops planted? We do not have any crops planted. How am I to command the crops to grow when there are no crops, buddy? I was really hoping to beat this game within a year of actual, like, game... Well, I'm definitely going to beat it within a year IRL, but I was hoping to beat the game within a year of game time. Like, 365 is my... I have failed if we reach day 365, and I have not yet got all the bishops back. But I think I do. I do! The only one that I have left to get is the spider. And I think once I get them, they'll explain to me what the fuck's been going on and why. I don't understand why these gods betrayed each other in the first place. It seems dumb for immortals to fight. Humble opinion. And when we get back tomorrow, we will definitely, as tomorrow is my Friday of sorts. And tomorrow's Thursday, but it's also the day that after tomorrow I have Friday off, hopefully. Which is good, because now that Friday's been bumped into my payday, it'll be nice to, you know, have the day off. And I don't know who the hell was trying to come back to the restaurant, but apparently their contingency was that Donna no longer worked there. And Donna's apparent strategy was, well then fuck, I'll just stay here forever. And I'm like, who are you that spiteful to? Who do you... Because we've had quite a few employees quit specifically because of Donna. And so I'm curious to which... I know it's a lady, but I'm curious to which lady it was. Like I said, I would love to have some of the old team back. I'd hate to lose Donna in the process, but at the same time, Donna be rude as shit though to some people. And I don't know why, but apparently they're expected to take it. I mean, hell, the whole reason that, why can't I never remember his names? Either way, I felt that Donna's reaction was a bit childish, and well, I'm just gonna stay longer then. I just don't get it. As a manager, you should have your shit on tap better, you know? Then again, I don't know. I have never been one. Being an anarchist who demands, like, I constantly check my own rules, check my own goals, and, you know, try to purify myself to the best little anarchist I can be. That being said, I also, you know, I also don't want to be an asshole to nobody. That would never be my intention. Now, where's my crop? There's my crops. Ooh, can we finally upgrade the temple? Hell yeah! But there we go. Why are you upset? Fire him, then I'm gonna check on him again. Okay, I don't... He was mad as shit about something, though. Oh no, my little raccoon died. I'm bringing that one back. There we go. I just want to wrap this little fella up. Let's bury him this one. Bring him back to life later. Alrighty, y'all. Well, that's been fun. It's almost been an hour. And re-indoctrinate followers. Huh. But for now, y'all be good, and we will see you on the next one, where we will tomorrow probably... Oh, my battery's about to die anyway. Tomorrow we'll double knock out Sozo's story and the missing pieces. We'll go ahead and get Calamara's ear, and we'll go ahead and get Mushromo and Honora. We'll get Mushromo first, that way we can stick him in the stockade so he can sober up, and we will take care of the missing pieces while he sobers up. That way we ain't got to sit here and watch him detox. But alright, y'all, that'll be the plan for tomorrow. Stay well, stay healthy. If I can, I'll try to do a bit of a longer walk and talk tomorrow. And above all else, y'all, just stay you in this world that's trying to change you into an automaton. Don't let it. Alright, y'all be good. And why is my freaking console always so difficult? There we go. Okay.